Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. It is me again. And if you see that I have on the same shirt as I did in the other video, do not assume that I did not take a shower because I did. It's just the same day, so I have on the same shirt, of course. Now, the first thing is today's video is going to be about cerebral palsy and the do's and don'ts. The reason we are going over the do's and don'ts is because some people who are able-bodied do not understand the do's and don'ts or the rules for people in wheelchairs. And I will explain what the do's and don'ts and rules are and why they exist right after I tell you what cerebral palsy is. Now, cerebral palsy, as I mentioned in my last video, is a physical condition that I have. I was born with cerebral palsy, but I was diagnosed at age 4 when I was not reaching certain milestones that other kids my age should have already reached by this time. Cerebral palsy is a nerve/muscle condition, and in some cases, it can be hard for people to function and complete everyday activities such as feeding, clothing, bathing, and caring for themselves in general ways that most of us take for granted every day. Now, the first do or don't that I would like to talk about would be if you see someone in a wheelchair, do not stare at them. If you would like to know something about them, the appropriate thing to do would be to go to them and ask them if you could talk to them for a second. And I'm pretty sure they would be glad to answer any questions that you may have, as long as they are not offensive or rude. The next thing, or do's and don'ts, that I would like to talk about would be the questions that we get asked. Some people in wheelchairs, whether you have spina bifida, cerebral palsy, or any other physical condition that may prevent you from walking, get asked if we can feed or clothe ourselves. Most of us, if you see us out in public and we are by ourselves or something of that nature, there is a good chance that we are able to do everything that you, an able-bodied person, can do. We just have to do it in a different manner, and it may take us a little longer, but trust me, I guarantee you, we have figured out a routine that works for us, and it will keep working for us. And so there is no need to worry how we live a normal day-to-day life, because trust me, we all do. The next thing I want to talk about is another question that we all get asked. We all get asked, being in a wheelchair, if we can feel our whole body. In some cases, people assume that we cannot move our legs or feel our legs. Most of us can, unless we are paralyzed. And even some people who are paralyzed still have the sensation in their leg. They just don't have feeling all the way. The next topic of the do's and don'ts that I would like to talk about is the fact that people ask us, can we or do we get intimate with other people? And the answer to that is yes. If we are adults, I'm pretty sure we are able to be intimate with our partners. And I assure you that for those of you who want to know if we can feel it, the answer is yes. We can feel it just like you are able to. So, with that being said, the next time you want to know that question, just ask, but find a decent way to ask that person, and please do not let that be the first question that you ask that person before you get to know them. And another do's and don'ts that I would like to talk about is something that has happened to me quite often over the years. When people see people in wheelchairs, they always group all of us together as if we have the same medical condition. This is not true, people. Do not believe it. We all do not have the same medical condition. And even some people think that people in wheelchairs are mentally unable to function as a normal individual in society. Some people even use the R word. I'm not going to say it here, but if you are a very smart person, you can figure out what I mean by that. As a matter of fact, I have a story about that I would like to tell you all. It was a few years ago. I was dating this guy. I had known him for a very long time. I believe it was over 10 years. But I had known this guy for a very long time. I had known his family for a very long time. And this person who asked me this question, she had known me for the same amount of time because she was in his family. So we had gotten together and we started dating. And one day, he came to me and told me that she told him that she hopes that he was not being intimate with the R word girl. And I had to quickly but politely tell him, I need you to let your family member know that there's nothing wrong with me. And if they keep referring to me like that, it's not going to be good, because I don't take kindly to people referring to me in such a way when there's nothing wrong with my state of mind. I'm probably smarter than she was. So that is my story about, someone using that word towards me as a disabled person. And people, please do not assume that just because we are in wheelchairs or disabled that we are that way. I'm pretty sure we all have capable minds to do anything that we put our minds to. As a matter of fact, I know I do, because I get told that I'm not able to do something all the time and I have to prove people wrong. So that is my thing of that part of this video. The next do's and don'ts that I would like to talk about is helping us. If you see us out in public and you ask us if we need help and we refuse, please, please, please do not get offended. It is not that we do not want your help. It is just that we have been independent for so long that we have figured out ways to do certain things. And if you get in our way or try to help us, you will actually make things worse for us than making it better. Now, if we ask you for help, then obviously we need it. But if we don't, please don't just insert yourself into the situation, because that is rude to do. I am sure that if anybody who is out in public who is disabled, me being one of them, needs your help, and this goes for everybody, if we need your help, we will ask for it. Please do not, again, please do not insert yourself into a situation, because you are actually getting in our way and making the situation worse for us before you make it better. And please don't get offended by this comment. It is just that we have been doing things or taught to do things on our own for so long that we have a system or a routine that helps us get things done. And the last and final thing. Now, for people who are in wheelchairs or have disabilities, there may be times when we have a problem that we cannot properly explain to you all, because if we try to explain it, we will actually confuse you more than you were to begin with. And so by me saying that, I'm saying please do not think that if there's something wrong with us and we cannot properly explain it, that we are making it up or we are faking. Because I know from personal experience, there are some mornings where I am feeling just awful when I wake up, and I have no idea why. It may take me a little more time, excuse me, to get dressed than it normally would if I was on a good day feeling okay. So with that being said, my point here that I'm trying to make is, if we say something is wrong with us, please, please, please do not think that we are making it up or making it worse than it actually is, just because we cannot explain to you, an able-bodied person, what we are feeling or what we are going through on that particular day. Now, I can tell you that I have had people tell me that I was faking when I told them that when I woke up on a certain particular day and could not move, they thought that I was faking, that I just did not want to do whatever I had to do that day. So they thought that I was trying to get out of doing whatever I had to do that day by using, oh, I can't move, as an excuse. No, that really happens. I don't know if it happens to everybody, but it happens to me. Now, in another video that will be posted after this one probably, I will be talking about other medical conditions that I have had over the years. And I will talk about the ups and downs of that medical condition and how I am still dealing with it and how I am trying to get it under control as we speak. But until next time, guys, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to this video. And please share if you care. Thank you so much for watching. See you guys next time. Love you. Bye.